Let's try this again. So I got a new tripod, and it seems to be awesome. Very, very excited. I'm just adjusting it now so I can get maximum leverage here. What's up, future artist? What's up? You're one of my biggest fans, dog. Appreciate it. See if I can get some of you back here. Arto Christos, yes. Glad you guys are back. Oh, yeah. All my peoples. All my peoples. So, yeah, so I messed up. But I got a new thing. A new tripod. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yep. It's called a Yuntang. Got it on Amazon, and super stoked. I'm enjoying Periscope quite a bit, so I like the opportunity to kind of share and chat with you guys. Sup, man. J. Martin. Language like what? My Spanish? Did I curse? I'm sorry. Post your link on your Twitter. Well, it can post it on. If you guys can post it for me, that'd be great. Because once I turn off this, it'll turn off the whole thing. So it's up to you guys. All right, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read every post without straining. I'm gonna go ahead and get my trusty tool out. Let's see if this works out. All right. So the trick to this is to position this in such a way where you guys can see it clearly, and I can also get a better angle. Let me see if I can adjust this. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm a little more above the actual deal here. Can you guys see that? I'm good. What am I drawing? That's a great question. This is just supposed to be testing out the tripod. So let me see. Maybe I can put this here instead. Oh snap! I don't know. How about well, I was starting to draw Green Lantern last night. Maybe I can do that. Testing. Yeah, I got a new tripod and I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. Yeah, dude, I remember you. We chatted quite a bit one of my first sessions, and then you followed me quite a bit on Instagram. I appreciate it. I'm not that old. I remember stuff. All right, here we go. Is the red pencil showing up okay with you guys? Can you see red pencil okay? Maybe not. How about I'm gonna switch to something a little darker. How about I use indigo blue quite a bit. I want something a little more fun than that. How about my kids are in the background trying not to be loud. I want them to know I appreciate it. Although I gotta say, I was watching Dan Fraga yesterday. He had me cracking up. All right. So yeah, this is green. It's like a dark green. So let's go with Hulk today. Let's do a Hulk. I haven't drawn Hulk in so long. Yeah, I'll be in Tampa next week, dog. I'll be I think it's A10 or A11. I have both tables lined up. That's because I'm my buddy Perthesius is going to be hanging out with me. Luis Santiago, he's going to be out there with me. And so we got our tables. We wanted to sit next to each other, so I got our tables. I couldn't figure out how to get them together without a damn executive order. So there we go. My kids thought that was funny. So I'm going to go here. Let's go some Hulk action. Someone asked me on Instagram, like, oh, they didn't know I worked in digital form. And I was like, yeah, I do both. You know, they're just tools. Just tools. All right, let's see. Maybe I can draw like this instead so you guys can see it better. A little more straight on, perhaps. Wait, now you can't see it at all. There we go. All right, let's try it like this. This is kind of cool, man. I'm digging it. I'm enjoying it. All right. So I'm gonna just kind of give myself some flavor. Some flavor for your ears. All right. kind of get. I usually draw the eyes first, but I'm kind of skipping that part for now because I want to get a better shape of the head. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Yeah, man, I've been enjoying Periscope. It's funny because these video apps have been around for a while. Other apps like this, but for whatever reason, this one's kind of cool because it's that interactive aspect of it where you can comment and it's real time and it's not bogging. It's not difficult to set up. All right, here we go. Got some eyes on the Hulk. I like to draw the Hulk with like a gorilla nose. Yeah, if any of you guys can share this on Instagram for me or not or whatever that I'm on here. I should have advertised it up front, but I wasn't that smart. Yeah, I've heard of Meerkat. I don't know what to do with it though. I don't know. I've only heard of it from people comparing it here on Periscope, but I like to check it out. Plus, it's got a cool name, Meerkat. It's just silliness. I didn't catch that last name. And so then when I draw the Hulk, I like to give him like a long upper lip. It adds to that kind of gorilla idea. Huh? Why are we going there? This is a family Periscope. You got it, man. All right. I know. I'm just messing with you guys too. All right, so I got the Hulk here. It's like he's trying to say something. He's trying to say grr. Yeah, this is Smart Hulk, and he's giving a lecture at Harvard. Okay. So I don't know if you guys know my deal here, but I was a big fan of the 80s Hulk cartoon. Let me see if I can get this a little lower here, but get it more straight on. The Hulk reminds you of Smeagol? What, my Hulk or the Hulk in general? You gotta give it a chance, man. It's gonna look like something first. It's not there. He doesn't even have hair yet. Oh, like, cause he's the way he looks, or the way his character. Which Yintung model did you buy? Hey guys, can you give me the box for this over here? Someone's asking me about the model. No, the small box, the orange box. Let me have it. My daughter's coming to bring it to me. It is Y228. Can you see that? Y228. And what's cool about it is, you see you guys can't see me using the tripod, but it's got a spring action locking system. And it's nice. It's very, very, very sturdy. The tripod collapses into basically a selfie stick, but not very long, of course. But you can attach a selfie stick to it. You can also attach a camera to it. It's I think it's Korean, so it's pretty snazzy. There you go. All right, back to Hulk. Yeah, Hulk in the house. Hey, y'all act up and get beat. It's gonna be right here on Periscope. As long as you know, you'll be embarrassed forever, and all your friends will laugh at you at school. I want to thank Dan Fraga for allowing me to be my own self on Periscope. He was awesome yesterday. His kids, super cool guy, and he could rap. Damn, he could rap. All right, so you guys know my thing with the Hulk is I like to give him the black eyes. It's almost like he's a monster or an alienish monster. He shouldn't be like us. He should be very different from us. I feel like that, at least. So he's all blacked out. What's up, dog? Hey, man. I'm getting ready, man. I'm going to try to work on that Superman cover now. I did the other ones first. So I got to work on that Superman one to get to you over at NYCC. Yeah. Yeah, I like the black eyes too, man. They give it a nice otherworldliness. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Hulk, and oh, very good, man, very good. I'll see you both days then. Both days. I have some people. I have your artwork that you gave me over here at the house, the Hulk art. And I had some people asking about it. It was like, oh yeah, it's my boy. It's my boy. All right, so this Hulk, he's not as ranging as I can draw him, but I tend to. Tell Theo I might I might not be able to make it out there, but you can bring me some food to the con. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so there you go. So I got the Hulk. He's got these cool. I give him like this like weird wrinkled purse to his lips, because again he's creepy. He's a monster. All right, so then I got that. I'm gonna give him some hair now because I feel like this bald thing is getting old for him. He's getting angry about that. Fraga, right? Yeah, it's Fraga, not Farga. So, what's wrong with you people? All right. Give him a fade. Man, I'm gonna get the Hulk a fade, man. Hulk pattern baldness. Thank you, man. Thank you. I got some cool new things coming up too. Oh yeah, he goes by Fraga Boom. Fraga Boom. That's what he goes by on here on Periscope. On Instagram, he's Couch Doodles, which is if you go to his Instagram, you see his little videos of him recording. You know, his time-lapse video of him drawing. He's really incredible. He tried to explain it in simple terms the other day on another video he posted, but I still feel like he spoke about it as though it were something usual, but I really dug it. I thought it was pretty impressive. Yeah, if you don't have them, get them, man. All right, so I grew up in the 80s, well, 70s and 80s, and the Hulk that I had was the one from the cartoon series that was kind of based after John B. Simmons' art. It was kind of part of the whole Spider-Man, His Amazing Friends, and then was the Hulk Hour or whatever, the Hulk deal. And I've always liked him having that kind of shaggy hair. Sabi Sema gave him that shaggy hair too, so I like to give him these weird tufts of stuff here. It means the Hulk 8PS haircut. I don't get that. The good old days. Oh yeah. It was a cool cartoon. Really cool. He had this wild eyebrows. I drew them for a while like that too, but I kind of do. I still give him the kind of wild, freaky. Actually, it was kind of cool because it also reminded me of that episode. Did you guys ever see the episode of the Hulk? I know, man. I was just testing out my tripod, man. I wasn't that thoughtful about the session. I was just thinking. I'm sorry. It was an episode of the Hulk, the TV show, where he fought this old man Hulk, and it was like the scariest Hulk I ever saw, man. It was freaky. But anyway, that whole wild eyebrow thing stuck with me. So, again, my philosophy on the Hulk is that he's a monster, and that he shouldn't look handsome. He should be somewhat scary. If you guys have seen my banner at the cons, or you see my icon here, it's that digital painting I did years ago of the Hulk, and he looks freaking intimidating, like he's gonna bust you up, make you eat your face. You saw the 90s, not the 80s? Oh, you talking about the cartoon? I'm talking about the TV show, the original David Banner TV show. David Banner. He kind of looks like Solomon. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I have a tendency to do that too. I was so encouraged actually by Bruce Timm when he did the Justice League show. They had the Solomon Grundy episodes, and every time you would hear him roar, he sounded like the Hulk. He basically had the Hulk voice, and you can tell that Bruce has a cool, balanced interest in both DC and Marvel product. We'll draw the Hulk shoulders from there, please. The Hulk shoulders. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I'm running out of space. I already know I'm running out of space because... So Hulk Hulk is not a bodybuilder, so he's not focusing on building his pecs or his delts. So he's not that kind of guy, but he's gonna have. I'd like to draw him with a little bit of a gorilla. I mean, the gorilla is basically the concept behind the Hulk. He's a monster. He's an animal. It's a force of nature. So here I'm going to digging the shoulders into the chest here. Maybe too close, but I'm running out of space here. And plus, as much as I enjoy the tripod, a limitation is the phone's in the way. Go figure. Let me see something here. Maybe I hold it up like this. See, I'm running out of space. That's not too bad. So, honest opinion, y'all. Honest opinion. And those of you, and all of you guys are my friends, and I appreciate it. I love it. I would like to hear from anyone that saw the pages and what you actually thought about them. If you had any suggestions or whatever. Sure, man. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll be at New York Comic Con this year. Because I've been going there for the last 4 or 5 years, and you're more than welcome to stop by. Or if you're going to be at Tampa Con, I'll be there. I'll be back at it again at MegaCon probably next year. I think that's actually a later show than it used to be. What else am I doing? I think well, if this comic thing works out for me, I'm going to probably try to do the San Diego thing if I can. Alright, so here we go. Let me see. Oh, what's going on here? Let's see, can I do this? Can I share it? Do you guys... Does that change the way you respect me now, M. Rice? I just got into... I got my first pages published through DC. Just last week, my 4 pages in the Harley Quinn Power Curl book, and I gotta tell you, things are moving along. Things are starting to pick up. So yeah, guys, if you have any honest commentary, I'd be happy to hear it. I'm not too proud to beg. I mean, I have an ego like everybody else does, but I like to hear people's commentary, see what they thought. Can't guarantee I'll make any changes, but certainly like to hear feedback. Alright, I think this is pretty cool. I think I want to try to put some ink on this before I go any further. So I'm going to set aside my stuff here. Let's see, maybe I'll use this time. I like this little pen. This is one of those feud pens. Which one is this one? Touch. Bought this on Jet Pens, I believe. I don't know, it's kind of a cool. It's a neat, like a transitionary tool between a brush and one of those marker brush pens. Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, if you see something cool there, by all means, or you don't like it, tell me. I have a thicker skin than that, so I'll be okay. I'll be all right. This is a Touch Feud. I believe it's Sakura. Nope, it's Pentel. Pentel Touch. It's got a weird, like, it's almost like a felt tip, but it's not, and it doesn't fall apart like felt tips can. So you can get nice thick and thin. This is actually really cool for if you guys do caricatures. It's really good for that. Let's see here. Boom, little Hulk, got some little flare going there in his hair. I like to do this. I like to kind of bring it to a place where I think I'm going to meet the fade in a different direction and give it some of that look. This isn't my favorite tool, but I do enjoy using it. Will I get mad if you steal my style? Yeah, I'm not sure if mad's the word. I'd be disappointed though, because I think people should do their own thing. It's cool to imitate when you're learning, but if you really want to do something special, you really have to practice it on your own. I say a lot of times, you got to be about that whole 10,000 hours thing. That's really important. And again, you'll never be able to do what I do better than me. That's not a ego thing. That's just saying, I'm the architect of my own work. But you can use my style as a foundation if that's what you choose to do. I mean, I've done it. I used to imitate J. Scott Campbell a lot in my work. I used to imitate Joe Madureira a lot, and I still kind of do to a degree. I reference these guys quite a bit, but it's important for you to kind of find your own voice. So yeah, do what you got to do, man. Whatever gets you to where you want to be, just be careful as you go along. Here we go. What's up, Terrible? Thanks for coming by. Let's see here. I'm throwing these lines. I used to like to pull them in, but in this pen, I like to throw it. I feel like I'm going to pull these now. Unfortunately, this doesn't have a good pull because for other artists too. What kind of wondering about the process? Well, I mean, I look for artists that already do something similar to what I do to kind of help me pursue what I'm working on. And to be fair, I've also kind of been working on this stuff for so long that I don't look at many artists, although I collect a lot of books, a lot of comics and stuff, but mostly I'm just looking for innovation. Like, how does somebody achieve something differently? Because that's what we all bring to the table, is something fresh. How's that looking so far? I really appreciate the hearts, guys. I feel so loved. Oh my goodness. Can I give myself hearts? Uh-oh, what did I do? I think I gave myself some hearts. Anyway, I give myself love. So yeah, I'm also looking for innovations in ways to tell a story or depict an image in a different way. But I'm not really, and plus it's not even really that convenient to take stuff from others, if the way you might use them as a reference. Like, you might think I might use as a reference. It's actually easier to just study the other person's work. I mean, that's really where a lot of your leaps in progress is going to come from, and just the actual act of studying another person's work, and then getting ideas on how they approach it. But it's actually a very cumbersome process if you're trying to do comic books, or it's hard to find the material fast enough if you're doing it that way. And then, of course, you're just ripping somebody off. So it's better just do your own thing. Just spend time studying the work. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know how to do, is how to study. Studying is, it could be imitating the art and getting other ideas from that. That is a great book, dog. Juan, that's an awesome idea. And I you've heard me say that before too, that's my Bible. Whenever I've taught or I teach drawing, I use that because I think it fundamentally teaches a lot. The thing is, as I said before, you got to be careful, because that book is not comprehensive enough. It doesn't go into detail as to how to accomplish those things. It just describes the principles, which is probably what you need anyway. Otherwise, you'd just be a rip-off guy. I hope this is entertaining to you guys. It's fun so far. Is it looking okay? Oh, I messed up. Stefan Rue, when you did your Harley Quinn pages. I did that on purpose because I was trying to... I wanted to make the book match. So I didn't want there to be too much of a difference from one thing to the other. What is up with this camera now? There we go. There we go. All right. So yeah, I did reference his stuff to get an idea. Actually, I was assigned the last 2 pages first, and so those actually have a different feel from even the page 19 and 20. Page 21 and 22 were actually done were done thinking that was going to be the only time I'll ever draw again in the comics. Yeah. And then that one came out. They invited me to do the other 2. So that was pretty awesome. But Stefan is really, he's one that I certainly have referenced quite a bit, even before I knew him. And I got to meet him recently in the last couple of years, and he's an awesome guy. Awesome guy. He's a great artist, and you could tell he's got a passion for what he does, but he's also very kind. So yeah, he kind of, if it wasn't for him, I'd still be just talking about comics instead of doing them. So hopefully things will open up and you guys will see more of it. Anybody watch the Eric Canetti thing last night when he was doing the Rogue? Thank you, Dan. Let's see. There we go. Did you guys catch what brush he was using? Which he was a Korean, or was it? It's a zebra brush. But what number was it? What was the model? Because I like those brushes too, and I'm disappointed about the. Canetti's piece go us. So what would you say is actually beneficial for comic artists if they can't easily change? What was that? Is it beneficial if you can change your art style? Is that what you're asking? If that's your question, I don't know. That's a great question. I haven't done enough yet to see if it's good or not. It helped me get this job because I was it had been known a little bit about me that I can do that style. And what I do for a living is I'm actually an art director for a t-shirt company, and in apparel you find yourself kind of imitating looks a lot. So I've learned to, in a lot of ways, kind of copy a style or a look pretty easily. But maybe that's helped me. But like I said, I haven't done it enough to know that that's going to become a problem later. Is it fine if you first experiment in different styles with no reference? Yeah. Loki Charms, hi. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, the short answer is yes. Long answer is yes. What could be wrong with that? But if, the problem with not using reference, though, I will say this. The great John Buscema used to say that you should learn how to draw from life, and I agree with that. The reason why I say that is because you can make a lot of mistakes as if you don't use reference. But it depends on what you're drawing. If you're just drawing for your own amusement, then by all means. But if you want to get paid for it, you want people to respect it, you might, there are some expectations people have of art, how it should look. Put it that way. So I definitely think it can't hurt you to practice your own thing, but it's also, don't be surprised if people don't like it. That helps to know. What's your favorite brand size pencil lead unless you draft digitally? Favorite pencil lead. Well, for the most part, like I use Prismacolor. Cold erase pencils because I like to draw in color, not in pencil, not in graphite. I also, but I do a lot of my preliminary stuff in the computer, just because it's easier to edit, and the older you get, the more you realize that what people want is the results. your process is cool. You know, I'm a process junkie. I like to look at what people do and how they do it. But, you know, I like to see how people draw and what have you. But at the end of the day, what editors want and what the customers want, the readers, they just want results. They just want to see you have a finished book. So, why am I saying that? I'm referencing the tools. Oh, so some people are like, oh, well, if you draw with the computer, like, yeah, well, if you don't know how to draw, a computer's not going to help you. But if you do know how to draw and you can utilize it like a tool, like I'm sure people had a problem with erasers when they first were invented. Oh, you're not doing it awesome yourself. You're relying on an eraser. That's how people talk these days. Well, you know. Then the pencil came along. Oh, you're relying on graphite, not on paint. Oh, well, that's what I do. So now it's the computer. So I find it to be more efficient. I don't know why I gave this guy spiky tufts of cloth there, fabric, but Mita. Yes. I love you. I love you too. I tell my wife I love her in front of all you. So she knows and you know. But recognize. Yeah, and I'm certainly not trying to contribute to the bitching and moaning either. I'm just trying to say that the actual computers as a tool is how I use it. So it gets me over the hump of speed, and I render with ink as necessary, or I can also ink in the computer. So I just like using a different tool. You know, it's like if you're building a house and you can say that the screwdriver, you can be the biggest fan of the screwdriver, but if you want to drive those nails in, you better have a hammer. That's kind of how I see it. And as our culture changes and shifts, what people need and what they want to accomplish the goal of publishing or whatever it is important. And Sharon headed to work. Right on, man. Thanks, Dan. Thank you so much, and have a great day at work, man. Have fun. Stop. Hammer time. Definitely. Later then. All right. I don't know. Maybe. Do you know how to program a digital printer to build a house? But you need a degree of some sort for that. Even if it is a digital printer. Hell, I probably need a degree just to operate a digital printer. No, I'm just kidding. All right, this is kind of a cool little headshot bust thing. I like to give my hug nipples. It's important. Otherwise, it's just kind of weird. Oh man, those hearts are so encouraging. Thank you guys. What pen is that? I covered that already. It's a Pentel Touch pen. It's also known like a Fude pen. F-U-D-E, I think. F-E-U-D-E. Alright, so this guy converted into the Hulk. Banner's gone. Only Hulk exists. You guys digging it or what? I don't know. See, this is where the reference comes in. I love when Joe Madureira draws little flakes and particles. Yeah, the tripod's a champ, man. I'm really happy with this purchase. Really, really happy with it. If I was one of those guys that did reviews online, that's how I discovered it. This guy gave a great review to it, and I was like, well, you know, if it was good enough to him to put all the energy into reviewing it and praising it, it must be decent. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore because I'm at a different angle here, so I'm gonna probably wrap this up now. You should do a beginner series. A beginner series? What do you mean? time for that, to be honest with you. I have some people that I've dedicated some time to, but that is actually, teaching is a lot more time consuming than you might think. And I don't want to disappoint anybody if I miss a session or whatever. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll still do something like that. Come to Tampa, dog. You're more than welcome anytime, man. You ever want to come visit the South? Need a place to hang out? Mi casa, su casa. Okay. Did somebody ask me earlier about TampaCon? But I read something. The drone demo you did on Periscope the other day, breaking down your process, was really helpful. Yes, I'm in Florida. Which video was that? Which is that the when I was doing the faces or something? I can't remember. I kind of broke down my process here. You guys are watching it. You know, it's funny. I'm digging the opportunity that things like Periscope and Instagram provide. That's cool, man. Where in Florida are you moving to? Oh yeah, is it University of Tampa or to University of South Florida? Yeah, the head sketches thing was cool. It was just kind of just going through the motions. I was making the comment because since you mentioned that you just want to get out of Baltimore, I heard Baltimore Comic Con's cool, but it's probably not a good reason to stay in another city. Why do you still live here? Because of the con. If you lived in San Diego, would you stay there because of San Diego Comic Con? Anyway, I as cool as it is to be able to meet your heroes and such, and to ask questions, I always find that most people don't ask questions that they, like I was thinking last night, I was trying to think, what would I ask Eric Canetti? What's a substantive question that's going to be meaningful? And I don't really know. I hate that here's the opportunity. If you could meet one person, that old question, if you could go back in time and meet anybody, who would you meet and what would you ask them? Here you actually meeting your heroes, but we don't know what to say to each other. We just make jokes and carry on. So, can I have your talent? That's my question. Who's talent? Who are we talking about? Who's Eric? Oh, Canetti? Yeah, he's pretty great. Oh no, I'm not criticizing. If you want to be silly, that's fine. I'm just saying that I don't know what to do, so I just resort to, hey, what's up? That's all you get from me. Yo. Anyway. Well, you can ask me that. I love sandwiches. Let's see here. I think it's a variation of being starstruck, You just don't know what to say. So this Hulk is pretty cool, but he's not monstrous enough. He doesn't look angry. He's missing some of that pizzazz. I wonder why I keep going out of focus here. I'm gonna be careful I don't drop the phone. Alright. Well, draw wrinkles around the eyes. And that just makes him look old. He's not quite monstrous, though. You met Livia Coppell. You talk about sandwiches. See, that's what I'm talking about. Hulk eats sandwiches. Maintaining accuracy in drawing. Practice. How do you build up speed while maintaining accuracy in drawing? Practice, 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 practice. And when you're done practicing, practice some more. It's all about 10,000 hours. I'm telling you guys, there is no secret. There's no easy button. It's going through the motions, going through the process, and discovering things along the way that you can only discover when you're being active or doing the thing you want to do. And when you do it, what will happen is these crazy little opportunities will pop up, because that's how life is. Weird things will occur when you least expect it, and then you'll have like these aha moments, and that's what the practice provides. It's sometimes it's not even the. I mean, they say you're gonna draw like 1,000,000 bad drawings before you draw maybe 10 great ones. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Or maybe I got the quote wrong, but the point I'm making though is that the reason why that saying exists is because the more bad stuff you draw, that means you're drawing more. That means the probability of things that you can learn goes up. Like, give me a rare roast and with beef. It's so stupid. I have a sandwich. How much for a rib? How much for a rib? So yeah, if you shortchange yourself the time in what you do, you're gonna find yourself in a position where you can't duplicate your successes, right? Because you stumbled on it once and you never went back to figure out how to beat it. And two, you also rob yourself of the opportunity of being able to explain it. If you can't explain what you're doing, if all you have is like, I don't know, it just happened, then either you're hiding something, which is fine, or you really don't know what you did, which leads back to my first point. You can't repeat it. And if you want to be successful, success is repeatable. Excellence is repeatable. Excellence is something that'll happen over and over again because you figured out the pattern. And that's probably the biggest life lesson I have, is life. Everything that happens in life is built on patterns. God designed everything to work that way. Doctors follow some of the same patterns and principles as engineers do, as artists do, as dancers do. I mean, we all are following processes and patterns. And when you find that pattern, then you can exploit the thing. But when you don't follow that pattern, you don't have a pattern to follow, and you just kind of, that happened by accident. Now, happy accidents are great because those are those opportunities that will say, okay, let me see if I can repeat it again, what I thought happened. Then you know you're successful. All right, man. We'll talk some more later. I'm almost done too, man. Don't worry. You're not going to lose too much. I really wasn't planning on drawing this much in the first place. I was just going to test the tripod. Off for 2 zeros and everyone dies. I know that's right. Man. Imagine. All right, guys. This is the Incredible Hulk. I'm going to try to draw the type. Black Bolt next. Ooh, I love Black Bolt. I'm a big Kirby guy, man. Love me some Kirby. See, I messed up. This is already off. Women. Women are a little bit harder for me, guys. I can draw women pretty well, but they're a little more challenging in that let's put it this way, I haven't spent the 10,000 hours on women yet, so we're working on that. So when I'm just doing a quick study, I go to what I know how to do, which is Hulk or Batman. I'm just going to do a quick drawing, just to kind of warm. This is basically a warm up. I have some pages I'm working on right now. Toot toot. And I got to get busy, so I got to get off this soon. But hands, then, if you don't mind. Hands, wow, see, again, 10,000 hours. It took a long time for me to figure out hands. So I can teach stuff, but now's not a good time for that, though. Maybe we'll make that the focus of another session. But I really appreciate you guys, man, hanging out, especially for just a little quick thing. Oh. Here we go. Forgot the bra though. What are you talking about? Oh, grow up. What's wrong with you? What are we, 7? We had it. It's called The Avengers. That was the reboot. That was all the Hulk. So Avengers 2, another great Hulk movie. I don't think Hulk can carry his own film, actually. I think he's a monster. He's kind of a one-trick pony. When they try to do something more personal, it never works out right. Like I said, I'm an Avengers fan as far as the Hulk movies go. There we go. Just gonna do a quick there you go. Or wear pants. He doesn't want to wear pants, so it's hard to watch that movie. The first one's all right. Anyway, here we go. Hulk. Oh, maybe I should color it. Think I should color it? Use a little color into this. Let's see. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. This will be fun. Oh, can I? Hold, please. I'm gonna get my watercolors. Let me see if this helps. For the sake of our discussion. Let's see. Is this working? I got my little watercolor set here. All right. I already have some dried up color in here. Yeah, me too. It's been a while. Let's see if I can make this work. I'm working on a back comic. What do they call those? Back bagging board, whatever. Let's see. See, this marker won't. It's not color fast, so it's gonna bleed. I'll do it anyway. Might find a way to make it work for our purposes. It's very subtle. When I do watercolor, I work in glazes. Here, hold on. There's some of that. Let's do some of that. Let me try this. Some more green. I work in glazes because I find it to be a little more. It makes more sense. You can build. And I can already tell this paper wasn't designed for this, so it's going to be a lot of soaking up the color, the pigment. So my glaze approach may be a little challenging, but I'm going to try it. Okay. Oh, actually, on the camera, it looks pretty intense. So I'm trying to leave white as my highlight. I'm not as good at this as I am penciling, but wow, it's saliva to watercolor my neighbor's door when I was 6. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I'm putting this green stuff where I think shadows might go. I'm letting the white of the paper act as a brightest highlight. So green is my shadow. And then when it dries, I'll add a darker green So this is a very simplistic way of painting. Don't recommend it, but it's kind of how I work. Yeah, mine is, the green on my screen is much more intense than when I'm actually laying down here. It's a very soft, so it's very interesting. It's giving me some different result here. It's kind of cool. You might almost say this is almost like using Copics, except it's not as easy to control. Everything okay, baby? You alright? Add some, let that black bleed a little bit for a different tone. Interesting. Interesting. I'm kind of mixing some more colors in here. There's some green, mix in my yellow, washing out some of this. There we go. I don't want to flood this thing too much, which I think I already have. Too late. Anyway.
So I got Utica. I start alone, I end alone.
Alright. I don't know. What was the last question? I'm sorry, I missed it. Totally. Sorry. I don't know what I'm going to do with this when I'm done. I'm going to trash it or something, but it's kind of cool. See, I like when things don't go the way you want them to go sometimes. Do I prefer watercolor? I think I do. I like the control of a Copic, but I don't like the cost of Copics. I think the Copics are maybe a little overpriced, but hey, who am I to say? Let me see. Let me see. You okay, baby?
Yeah.
My wife thought I was talking to myself earlier. It's awesome. I'm bringing in some of this darker green in here. Build some kind of pseudo bluish, tealish shadow. I'm taking watercolor class in the fall. Good, because I think watercolor is definitely one of those things that if you can master watercolor, you can master a lot more. It's a very difficult medium. It's only because you can't control it as much. Although I had a friend, God rest his soul, he can jam on watercolor. Man, it looked like an oil painting he was done. I don't know how he did it. He unfortunately couldn't hang out with him enough to ask because he passed away. Do you like Crayola markers? IROC 23? I don't know what to say. I don't like those. I'd rather not even use them. Although I've seen people do it. I used to do sketch cards. I use whatever. What sucks, my Hulk? That's cool. That's true. It does suck. Could have done better. You can get 64 but then they're a weird thing because they're also not color fast. Or Copics because they're alcohol based. Well, I think that the other ones are that way too. I don't know. Let me get some more green in here. Build up this Hulk a little bit here. Just throwing in some. I also like how watercolors, because of its unforgiving nature, people judge it less critically. It's like, you know, you can get away with nice soft things. Some waterfall in there. So I try to just kind of dabble or dab here and there. Keep it at almost like a sketch quality. I don't know, so I might. What do you guys think if I put this on eBay? Would you guys be interested in buying it? I don't know. I might just throw it away. It's fun. It's fun doing it. Yeah, I got purple in here too. Maybe I'll do the type in purple. Go for a dry brush effect here. Then come back with some water. Oh, snap. Soften that up a little bit. Like I said, this paper isn't perfect for this, but that's kind of cool. A little flood action there. Get a little messy with the. Oh, snap. I gotta wrap this up, guys. I know I'm getting. I gotta get to work, but appreciate you guys hanging in with me a little bit. It's fun. Hope you guys benefited somewhat from this. I know I enjoyed doing the test on my tripod. It seems to be working great. It's cool. This marker. Yeah, man. No worries. What brand of watercolor? Is that what you're asking? These are. This is not the greatest, but it's pretty good. It's called Koi. It's not too expensive because watercolors can get pricey. Koi, like koi fish, Koi. Here, here you go. Koi watercolors by Sakura. I'm kind of liking this, guys. I think it's kind of cool. It came out better than I thought it was going to be. It's fun. I haven't done this sort of loose sketch thing in a while. In terms of color, I should say. Yes. What can I do for you? How may I serve you? I'm an art director, so I tell other people that draw for a living what to do. Does that make sense? But I'm also getting into other things like I also do. I'm getting into comics though, so all right. Let's turn this guy up different direction. How's that look? Did it work? Not so much. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's all right. I'll sign it. Maybe I'll give it away at TampaCon. In fact, maybe it'll be a hidden sketch at TampaCon. What do you guys think? Put it up here. Does that work? It's not working. Oh, the joker's foiling my plans. Here, let's do it this way. I love this tripod. Oh, so happy I got it. Yeah. Pretty cool. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Have a great night and have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll be doing this again later in the weekend, and we'll talk some more. Bye.